Eat and run. Dad had a thing he did all the time when we went to a restaurant, and it terrified Mom. We would eat a normal meal like everything was fine, and at the end of the meal, he would lean in and say softly to everyone, "We're going to eat and run." He did this often enough that no further explanation was required. Even though he'd done it a million times, my stomach would hurt every time we ate at a restaurant because I never knew whether or not we were going to pay for the meal or run as fast as we could out of every door in the restaurant at the same time so they wouldn't know who to chase. We were pretty good at eat and run because no one ever got caught, but I hated it. I hated it because I knew we would never come to this restaurant again. We had just burned this one off of our list, but more importantly, the eat and run was wrong. I knew we were being dishonest when we skipped out without paying our bill. I also tried to figure out what was going on through my dad's mind when he made this kind of choice, because he wasn't crazy. He grew up in poverty. He was an alcoholic. He was many things, but he wasn't stupid. In fact, he was pretty smart in many ways, so I'm not sure how he became such a societal parasite. Rather than understand and following the rules of society that most people built lives on, he went around the rules in every case. He found a way around the rules that he wouldn't have gotten away with today. His bounced checks would have caught up with him quickly with electronic banking, but you could get away with a lot more back then. Dad would not have liked living in these times. Even though it was dishonest and terrifying for the family, Dad was trying to do a good thing. He wanted to give his family a nice evening out, and it was sweet that he wanted to do that. However, if he really wanted to do something good for the family, he should have thought about it 3 weeks in advance and saved the money to pay for the meal. He wanted to feel like a nice guy without being the nice guy that it really took to get those resources together. As a father, I can empathize with this desire to do something special for the family. But the reality of the eat and run was that he ended up punishing us instead. If you really want to build a life you are proud of, a life where your kids can have new shoes, a life where you can provide special things for your spouse, you have to work hard now. You have to put money in the bank for that. And I don't mean just cash. I mean working yourself up so that you are able to make the money you need to give people the life they deserve. Now, you might think money is not important, but money is important. I'm sorry about that, but it is. It's not the most important thing, and it's not the solution to everything, but the stress caused by a lack of money will ruin your life. It will ruin your marriage. The arguments you have over $10 and $20 take their toll over time. If you can work hard and build a life free from poverty, your stomach stops hurting and your mind can work on other things. Poverty is very expensive for the mind because the mind worries about your poverty and what you are going to do next. You worry about your daily bills. You worry about sending your kids to college. That drama, while compelling and actually addictive, is not the way to live your life. I think there are people in the Honeycutt clan who are actually addicted to this drama. They get so used to the drama that they don't know how to live a quiet life where nothing big happens and police don't come to the house. At some subconscious level, they almost need the whole thing to come apart because that's what we're good at, putting it back together after it all falls down. That's what people who don't live in poverty don't understand about the poor. Why do they constantly sabotage themselves? Why do they tear everything down? Why do they burn down their own lives? I think it's because they are more comfortable in chaos than they are in normalcy. As a teacher, I wonder if I can create some element of chaos that's not negative that students can like. Can I create a placeholder for them so they don't burn down their actual life? They will burn it down on a whim, and it will blow your mind if you've ever seen this. So work hard, save your money, and help others along the way to build the life you all deserve, because nobody should ever have to eat and run.